racing day so loud out here I can't hear a thing. Man, the fans are going wild. And these drivers came to rock, and no place else but Fox knows how to do it NASCAR style. Boogity, 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 let's go racing, boys! Hey, now here we go, race day. Don't be going slow. Keep that pedal down on the floor. Push it to the top, can't take no more. Then hey, since the flag came down, be here for the last lap around. Worked all week, it's time to play. Gonna get a little bit sideways.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er
Hello everyone, we are here today at Daytona International Speedway with the first race of the truck series. I'm here with Thomas. He was a racer. He was actually the winner of the Pro Mazda race on Wednesday.
Hello everyone. So tonight we have a 60-lap race at Daytona. We're going to go down the grid order, I have a feeling here. Starting on pole, we have Eric Keplinger with a 52.639. Behind him, Andrew Cooney completing the front row. Behind him, Eric Heater and Christian West. And then P5, we have Michael Rosero.
That's going to be your top 5, and we're going to flash the grid on the bottom there. I think
Pretty warm day though out there in Daytona. 79 degrees as the air temp and 81 degrees on the track. Should make for some decent racing. Even though for 79 degrees this time of year is pretty cold for Florida.
yeah, definitely. And should go in the nighttime. I think I don't know exactly what time it is specifically. It's like 8 something, I believe.
Yeah, it should be something around then. Yeah, should go dark in about 20-25 minutes here.
Yeah, sunset at least. As we're pacing here, could be one pace up at Daytona. I think it's about 80 mph pace speed. Some track info for today's race. Obviously Daytona Beach, Florida, in the country of the United States, and 2.5 miles and 4 turns here. So I don't know exactly what the banking is. I think it's like 33 degrees, something like that. So
that makes about sense.
Good.
And yeah, you were right. The pace car speed for today's race is 80 miles an hour, and the pit speed limit is 60 miles an hour. As we see somebody there in the background taking the chicane.
Yep. So
I'm desperately sure who that was. Might have been, I'm thinking perhaps the 42 car.
Yeah, I think it was, but about to go green here this time. Any beginning thoughts here for today's race, Thomas, as these drivers set go?
Well, to be quite honest, I have a feeling it's going to be, in iRacing, I think as we've seen, the trucks aren't necessarily always the cleanest of cars to race at Daytona. So I'm expecting a couple wrecks here. Hopefully none that take out the whole field.
Pace car off.
They should have some fast repairs though, so hopefully most of them can get going.
We're green here at Daytona.
Eric Keplinger there getting a great start, keeping the outside man at bay. Behind him, starting on the outside lane, obviously is Andrew Cooney in that 9 car. You just have quite a lot of help with the 075 car there of Christian West.
Already through Wycombe in the back, I think. Ethan Sanfilippo on the outside, and the inside Jerry Keneally in the middle. Dylan Alt. But most of them side by side. A few of them are hanging back there. I think those guys are teammates. Wolfgang Hoffman, Brady Crum, and Brock Packard. Teammates kind of hanging back, trying to avoid the big one maybe. But Andrew has a huge run on the outside. He might be able to clear Eric Keplinger here on the inside. Pretty squirrely right behind him.
Yeah, 075 car, I think that is behind him there.
3 wide zone! Chad Adams, a huge wreck! Wow! As Chad Adams gets hit again.
And we are wrecking at Daytona.
As that is the big one, already on lap 2. Chad Adams makes contact with someone, I think, in the middle of the pack, only 3 wide already.
Yeah.
Quick look at that.
I'm having a look at it right now.
Looks like the 83 just kind of hit Chad, and that just sent the whole field
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, and the 51 then went down straight into the 15 car there of Mark Frippung.
Ping pong.
Same difference.
Yeah, but the little bit of contact from the 83 of Ethan Sanfilippo just kind of sent the 51 around and sideways, and nothing these guys could. I think Dylan Alt actually made contact with Christian West before there, and I don't know how they got sideways.
Yeah, well, I think it was.
He drifted up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it might have also been a little good old-fashioned iRacing netcode in there as well that didn't help things.
So that's gonna be a lot of people using a fast repair already on lap 1, so definitely gonna be interesting to see who hits his air.
Yeah, as we see there, Ethan Sanfilippo just took fault for that, just took took blame for that incident.
On lap 3, we have cut pace car on the back straight. We'll see these drivers do pit in here in case, as we have 15 drivers on the racetrack. I think almost half of them involved. Ethan Sanfilippo in the garage, Wolfgang Hoffman garage, also Christian West, Nolan Alt, yeah, I believe.
Yeah. Feeling, do you reckon maybe we should try and see if we can get Ethan Sanfilippo in the booth here and ask him what happened?
We have these in the Discord, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Ethan, it's Thomas in the booth here. Do you got me? Ethan, you there, man? As it appears, we can hear perhaps a bath running in the background, but we'll see if we can check back in on him later.
And goes on pit road, Cameron Leiball, pit, Christian West in the pits, and Dylan Alt, I believe, is maybe blown an engine, possibly. But Scott Adams, Mark Krimpong also, I think they took a faster pair earlier, so Ethan's still in the pit, so I think he actually towed maybe, and Wolfgang Hoffman might have towed too, but he's, I don't.
Yeah, that's possible. I don't know there. I didn't see Wolfgang Hoffman being involved there, was he?
Yeah, I think he was involved there late since he was so far back. He kind of made a little bit,
yeah,
kind of got in there a little late, but there's nowhere to go. I don't think really. It's just big wreck right there.
Yeah, at that point. So I mean, actually, the top two that have stayed pretty much in the stock. Our order at the moment goes Eric Keplinger in the 60 car, the 9 car of Andrew Cootie, the 28 car of Eric Heater, and in 4th, the 24 car of Trenton Yurto.
And
so the top two positions staying pretty much intact, but behind there is a pretty big chase up. The 075 actually, who we were looking at, he's actually fallen back to what I believe is 10th position now.
Yep. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back when the new flag flies. You're back
and
here.
Back here racing at Daytona. Sorry there, Casey, I cut you off there for a minute. Yeah, so been a couple interesting pace laps. We've seen a lot of cars there take their fast repairs, especially the guys there at the back. As we see the number 23 car warming up his tires. Michael Rosero driving that 23 car.
And with these guys are using the fast repair, they might be a little bit more cautious instead of making it 3 wide on lap 1 maybe. I think we saw 2 different people 3 wide on lap 1, so they were pretty aggressive. So hopefully, with their fast repair gun, they kind of ease down their aggression instead of aggressive. As we go back with about on lap 6 here, with about 55 laps to go. Been actually pretty exciting. Like the first lap was a lot of side-by-side racing, but ended up with a wreck. So see how it goes there, and pace car's off.
Green, green, green.
And we are back underway here at Daytona Beach. You can see here, pretty tame restart actually. Looks like someone back there trying to make it 3 wide but not being able to. There you go. Andrew Cooey, they're slotting in behind
Oh,
the
contact!
28 car. Oh, contact at the back there.
Joey Keneally, but they do make it through. I think one car in the wall maybe. Joey Keneally spinning down. Back, no caution out for that one. Because I think he's getting back up to speed, so it's gonna be tough for him to make up the spots as we go back up to the front. As there's a big checkup from the
Yeah, the
top
front four there have really managed to get away there. That top four consisting of Eric Keplinger, Andrew Cootie, Eric Keeter, and Trenton Yurdo.
Oh, and the wreck! And the
front!
caution will fly!
Front.
This big wreck as everyone going through the grass to avoid that one.
Let's have a look at that incident
Eric
there.
Keplinger involved too. Let's see a quick look at that.
Yeah, our favorite to win there, involved in that. Yeah, it looks like there he might have been. Yeah, I think it was dumped there by Andrew Cootie, who just couldn't quite get square with him. Yeah, he just tapped him a little bit in his right rear, and then round he went.
Yeah.
That caused a bit more chaos a little further back there. A couple more cars being involved. I think a total of maybe 4 cars there involved in that incident.
Let's take a quick look at Brock Packer's point of view of that. Yeah, right there. So I'm looking at him. He's just kind of sees a bunch of smoke and doesn't really see where it's at because there's a bunch of drivers in front of him. He checks up and
yeah, you just start to see the carnage. Yeah, braking, and then very close there to hitting the 24 car of Trenton Yurdo.
Yeah, very close. Very lucky by him. He still has some front end damage, but
yeah, I think he just didn't take his fast repair earlier in the race.
So as most of these guys have already used their fast repair, it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. But
I think this might be night over for a few guys.
and,
You can see there, Christian West has already retired from the session.
a couple people down pit lane. Eric Keeter down pit lane. He has no damage, I don't think, but he might be trying to put fuel. But Mark Frimpong and Dylan Alt stay out here. So most of the field stays out, except the people that got a little bit of damage in that wreck. So
Yeah.
we'll be right back in before we go green. We are back here at Daytona. We're about to go green here on lap 10. 2 cautions so far today. I think, let's take a quick look at how many lead changes we've had. Had about 2 lane changes so far as pace goes off, and we're going instantly actually. Mike Frimpong gets a really good jump. Cameron Lieball behind him and Brady Krim behind him.
The stewards have determined that the 9 car was responsible for that incident, therefore he got his first of 3 warnings and in this process got an EOL. For those who don't know what that means, that's an end-of-line penalty.
Looks like we kind
As
of
you can
single
see,
filed out in the front.
everybody's kind of quite going single file. Everybody, in fact, is single file. You can see 2 cars there have dropped back quite severely. That's Wolfgang Hoffman and Ethan Sanfilippo.
Yeah, I think doesn't look like they have any damage, but they don't have I don't think they have a fast repair left, so I think that's why they're kind of being a little bit more cautious with more than halfway left in the race. And plus, we still have that stage caution in the middle of the race on lap 30, so at the end of lap 30, my bad, so lap 31, I guess. But mostly single file for the front 10-ish, as we have 1 car on the outside. It's the 9 of Udi, trying to make his way up to 3rd, as he's doing pretty good on the outside by himself.
Here
comes Liable.
Big block right there from Liable.
I don't know if he was trying to block him or just trying to nuke the
No,
outside.
that was quite clearly that was quite clearly a block.
Alright, I was kind of behind it, so I couldn't really.
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to side draft him severely as Mark Frimpong blocks up high.
He goes very high.
Block even
Again,
more.
blocking. He's blocking everywhere. I don't know why he's blocking. We're only on lap 11 here of the 60 lap race. We got a long way to go yet, especially if we keep wrecking. You see, Andrew Cootie still not getting any help. But Mark
goes high.
He is going high. I'm not sure if that was to pull him along a bit there or to
He blocks him big time.
Big block there from Mark Frimpong. The 70 car of Cameron Liable there is trying.
There's a little bit of contact.
There is contact between Andrew Cootie and Cameron Liable.
And the 28 around.
1 car wrecking
one
though.
car wreck. As he blinked, I think, and I don't think he really saw him.
Here they're going.
Still green. Contact! And that's gonna be a caution.
Wrecking at Daytona.
Caution, yellow flag.
As Mark And welcome back everybody to Daytona. We're coming right to the end of our caution now, coming out of turn 4, getting ready to go green. You can see here Joel Kennedy is actually in the lead currently after that incident, followed by Trenton Yurdo. And we are green at Daytona. Okay, good launch off the line. Does the 88 car.
Well, I think everyone in the field has at least used one fast repair so far this race.
Yeah, Trenton Yurdo though on the outside, still giving me a fight. And oh, who's that in the middle trying to get it 3 wide? That is Cameron Liable. Went well for him though. He's still there. He has no room on the inside to move down.
I think his side jumping is pretty tough.
Yeah, he has quite a lot of damage to those Cameron Liable. As he now is trying to pull up alongside with Trenton Yurdo on his back bumper. Oh, there looks to be a gap opening up on the inside, and Cameron Liable is going to take it. He kind of forced himself in there, but no contact was made.
I mean, I think he had to because he had no help really on the outside, plus he had a lot of aero damage, and with that, it just can't really do much by yourself. But here comes Eric Keplinger to the outside. He's going to get helped by Eric Keeter. And who's that behind? I think it's Trenton behind them. Yeah,
Trenton Yurdo. And we have Michael Rosero in the 23 car who's just trying to hold on to dear life for this pack. Yeah. Further back there, we have another smaller pack forming of Ethan Santillo. Sorry, wow, I butchered that name. Chad Adams.
Oh, Keplinger gets turned into the inside wall. Will he save it? Will he keep it off the wall? Yes, he does, but that's going to be a costly mistake, or I don't even know what happened, actually. But,
yeah.
Taking the bus stop through their backstretch. But Joey Canili back up to the race lead. I think he might have got turned off the front bumper of Eric Keeter.
Yeah, perhaps.
Possibly. And,
you can see there as well. In fact, Andrew Cootie, who is now 1 lap down officially after that previous contact.
And
Brady Crum is the last car on the lead lap, 16 seconds behind our leader of Joey Kennelly. You can see they're all keeping it very nice, clean, and tidy there. You can see some gaps starting to form, but the front pack very much together.
Yeah, it's about 5-car pack. Here comes Michael Usero on the outside. Maybe gonna try to do something on the outside. I don't know. The outside's gonna work that good.
Going to turn 3 there. We have somebody having a look on the outside. That is Michael Rosero in the 23 car. Oh, he gets right up to the wall. He's gonna slingshot back down, trying to get the run there on Eric Keeter.
Yeah, I think you guys are a little bit more calmer and not trying to force it 3 wide or whatnot. Just kind of not getting any more damage that they already have.
Yeah, exactly. I think though Cameron Liable is just biting his teeth, waiting for an opportunity to get past the 88 car.
Yeah, and Joey Canili doing a good job leading the field so far. Don't know exactly how many laps he led, but pretty decent. As coming up to 20 laps completed here. As we do have like I said, a halfway stage as that awards the top 5 4 points. So that should be interesting. And also a pit strategy here, as they do not have enough fuel to make it all the way. I don't think to lap 30, but I don't know when they're exactly that pit.
I'm not really sure though, but because of the 3 cautions that we've had now, they will have had the opportunity to save some fuel during those yellow flag periods. I'm not sure how many
1 car pitting actually.
Fuel. No, who's that pitting
Ethan
there?
Sanfilippo.
Is it? Oh,
yeah.
It is.
He has no damage, so I'm guessing he's paying for fuel most likely.
You know what? That would surprise me because we are on lap 20.
And go back to the front pack here. We have a 6-car train. On the end of it's Chad Adams. I think they're just trying to keep it calm and not be too aggressive. But the last time Joey Canili pitted was 12 laps ago. So, but here comes Cameron Liable to the outside.
Oh, he's gonna tuck back in though. He's still keeping the nose open.
He's looking for it.
Canili touches the apron.
Joey goes that low.
Oh, and they're all kind of chasing each other serpentine style down the straight towards the tri-oval. Looking at it though, yeah, it looks like Liable there really is looking for Canili to get a move on. But Kennelly is staying calm, collected at the front of the pack, not making too many rash decisions at this point in the race. He knows we're only on lap 21 of this 60-lap race, and there is a long way to go, folks.
But here comes Cameron again to the outside. He doesn't have any help though.
Oh, but look at that. Behind there. Who's that? Trenton Urido has closed that gap.
Him and Joey are teammates, so they might be trying to work together, trying to get 1-2 in this stage. These stage points are going to add up through the whole season and should help them a lot.
Oh yes, it will. You can see there an outside line is beginning to form. They are still quite a ways back, but they will gain momentum on the exit of the turns here at Daytona.
Yes. Oh, one car loose. That's Trenton. He's going to try to slot back in line. Yep, gets back up in line.
Below the yellow. Oh, he's looking. He might go below the yellow line again there through the turn. Joey Kennelly is looking very unstable through that turn. I think he was thinking of throwing a block there. Oh no. But the 70 car of Cameron Leibel does finally get past the 88. Is he going to duck low and leave the 23 car high and dry? Yes, he will. You can see Eric Keeter though in the background trying to catch up.
As Joey it's clips the apron a little bit there.
Oh yes. You can really see there Michael Rosero itching to go, but with Cameron Leibel's move to the inside, he's been left high and dry and only has Eric Heater now for company.
We do have a lap car up here. I think that's Andrew Cootie, I believe, in the 9. Yeah, it is. He's really slow.
Oh yes, it is. He's only run 150 mile an hour through the turns, while the others are running 178 miles an hour.
See how this works out. Will he go low or will he go high? He's staying on the inside. No, he's going to go to the apron. So,
good thing there for Andrew Cootie.
Yeah,
keeping out of the way of the pack.
But the bad thing is he's going to go 2 laps down.
Unlike what we saw the other night there with in the Pro Master race.
Yeah, but seems like Chad Adams kind of lost the lead pack. He's about second back, but that's still enough to get a little bit of draft. But these guys aren't really battling; they're just kind of staying single file and not too much. As I'm gonna go on board Chad Adams to kind of see what he's seeing right here.
And
Cameron Leibel around.
It's a single car incident. There will be no caution.
Actually, direct again. That's gonna be a caution right there.
And the caution has come out. Cameron Leibel towing to pit road there.
I think that's all his fast repairs that he has left, and that's gonna be his race over. And I think Joey just kind of hooked him possibly there, and let's see actually what happened. So
yeah, let's have a look at that previous incident. So if we have a look there on the nose of Joey Kennedy, you can see quite clearly him going right up the back and then straight dumping him. I don't think it was a purposeful move.
Yeah, he was just.
You can quite clearly see him there. You can see the 70 car moving up.
Yeah, he moved up a little bit.
Slightly, which then, of course, the second Joey Kennedy was going to hit him, he knew at that point he was going to be off center. And of course, the front of these trucks are not flat. Therefore, if you hit somebody on one of their corners with even a different part of your nose, you will most likely turn them. And I believe that is what happened here with this incident. You see there, so Joey Kennedy in the lead with Trenton Urido behind him, Michael Rosero behind. Oh, wow. No, actually, yeah. I think only 2 cars made it through that incident because Michael Rosero is quite a ways back and catching the pace car.
A lot of damage. Eric Keeter also damaged, I believe, a lot. Actually,
Yeah,
it's actually not too bad, actually.
Yeah, he has a bit of rear end damage there to his rear bumper, but I think that's about it.
So,
maybe a bit of front end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit on his front right corner pillar, but apart from that, he's looking pretty good.
Gonna be interesting to see how this plays off, because then now all of them are gonna be grouped back up together, and also we do have a stage caution in the middle of the race on lap 31. At the end of 30, seems like all these guys are pitting.
And I've just received word that the 70 car of Cameron Leibel, after that incident, has retired from this race. He is officially out. That leaves us with 10 cars running in this field.
Brady Crum does stay out, and he's gonna be your race leader as The car stays
As I
out.
believe Andrew Cudi is going to look to get a wave around, I believe, because he is 1 lap down. So will Ethan Sanfilippo.
Looks like these
So
guys are taking tires here.
I believe Andrew Cudi will get a wave around there.
Joey Canelli does beat him off. Oh, Wolfgang Hoffman off the second. Brenton, away. Eric Keplinger repairing some damage. I think Eric Kidd also. All these guys are just repairing damage, and Keplinger off, Chad Adams off. So
Yeah, I think so.
most of the guys are on pit road, and all the rest are fixing up some damage. So we're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back before the green flag flies.
Welcome back, everybody, to Daytona. We are on lap, probably know that, lap 27 of 60. There will be a competition caution on lap 31, remember. So I'm not sure if anybody has pit for fuel whilst they pitted, but most people did pit to repair some damage.
And we do a little bit of a crank it up here on the first lap of this restart here as pace goes off.
And we are going green at Daytona. Here you go, Wolfgang getting a very good lunge. And now let's leave it for the crank it up.
Complete one lap here at Daytona. We go back to our regular TV viewer as Eric Keplinger takes the lead.
Yeah. Wolfgang there got a really bad run there on the entry.
As we're coming to the
on the
close
inside.
of the stage.
Eric Keplinger will most likely take the win at this stage. Still 2 laps to go, however, a lot can happen as we see Trenton Yurdo in the 24 car there getting a good run around the outside. And other Eric, in the, Eric
Blinking
Heater
a lot.
there, 28 disappearing.
And I don't think
For a moment,
24
coming
is
back.
gonna get any help from Heater as he blinks, but coming to the white flag of the stage as here comes Wolfgang Hopping, he's gonna get a shove here from the 24. So coming to the white flag.
He's gonna really want these stage points because at the end of the day they will count.
As here
towards
comes
the
Joey
finish.
Keneally, he looked to the inside of Brock Packard, but Kepling has no help as Wolfgang
Wolfgang
Hopping
is
clears
leaving
him.
Yurto Heater by themselves at the top, giving themselves the run on the final lap.
Here comes
As you
Keplinger. He might look to the outside here.
Kepler's gonna have a look. He's not. He's gonna stay tucked in. As you see behind there, they're going below
There he
the yellow
goes.
line. There you go, number 60 going to the outside.
He has no
gonna try
help,
and
though.
hold. Trenton Yurto is going to try and help him,
We have a lap car here. I don't know who it is. I think Brady
but
Graham possibly.
Wolfgang will have the exit speed right now.
Here,
Oh, is he gonna have the exit though?
here comes Keplinger, though. He has a good run, but we have a lap car right in the way. Coming to the line, beating and banging.
Oh,
It's gonna
and
be
it will
Wolfgang. Cautions out as they're wrecking across the line. Brock Packard harnessed while Joey Keneally. Trenton, oh my goodness, they junked it across the line for the stage.
and we cannot even end the stage.
As Eric Keeter resets. I don't know why. I don't know why they were wrecking each other. Like you had nothing. We had more than halfway left. I don't know why. Like what in the right mind would they?
Baffles me, mate. Baffles me. Yeah, Eric Heater went straight into Trenton Yurto there.
Yep.
He went for a gap that was never gonna stay, and it went. And you can see Trenton Yurto came down a little bit. Eric didn't see that quite coming, and then they all went straight out. Brought Packard there, getting the brunt of it being sent straight into the outside wall.
Most of these guys do have engine damage. Brock doesn't have any like engine damage blown up, but Keplinger. Actually, Wolfgang, your stage
It
winner
looks like
there.
Packard though is struggling to keep that car in a straight line.
Yeah, and a lot of these cars are messed up as Joey Keneally blown up, Trenton blown up, Heater in the pits, San Filippo in the pits too, Andrew Cootie also damaged, but Michael Thuro is also damaged as
Really,
Wolfgang
really
Hopping.
unfortunate for Michael there, moving 2 laps down from the leader.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
we got let's
So-
interview with our stage winner actually, Wolfgang Hoffman. Let's try to do an interview with him. I believe
Yeah,
he
I'll,
did win the stage, yeah.
I'll drag him up here. Hey, Wolfgang, it's Thomas up in the booth. Do you got me?
Gotcha.
Hey, so pretty close there, stage finish. You can see there you guys were beating and banging to the line. What was your thought there heading onto the white flag for the stage?
No, I was just trying to win that stage and get those points. Then I saw that lap car in front of me, and I was a bit nervous if he was gonna get out of the way or not. But thankfully he did. So
Yeah.
I'm just concerned with the points for winning that stage, and hopefully I'll have a good race here. Hopefully won't get caught up in stuff and try and win this thing.
Yeah, I mean, you were talking about incidents just now there, and what did you see in your rearview mirror there as you were coming to the white flag? Did you see the wreck happening? What was your take on it?
I didn't see it because I was just looking straight ahead. I wasn't looking in my mirror.
Good to know, mate. Yeah, you should know, however, most of your competition has been taken out of the race by this incident. So you should, in theory, because, in fact, I think it was only you and Eric Keplinger there who weren't involved in that incident, that you two will have a massive advantage coming to this restart because most likely the others will have some engine damage. Well,
Wow.
what do you think about that?
It's good knowing that I only have one other driver I probably have to beat, and it's going to be close because Keplinger is a tough guy to beat.
Yeah, 10-4 on that. So, thank you very much, Wolfgang, and we'll let you get back to your race now, mate.
All right, for interviewing me. Good luck for you guys, commentary.
As we're gonna take
All
a
right.
quick break here as we pace around a little bit more on Daytona.
back everybody to Daytona. We are looking at actually shortening the race to a 50-lap event because we aren't sure that we are going to be able to finish this race within the current time frame. That means that after the 50th lap, everything will be over. That's a 10-lap shortening. If we have a look now, we do only have a handful of cars left on the lead lap as we go green at Daytona. Wolfgang Hoffman getting a poor getaway, leading for Eric Keplinger to go straight around his outside. And even for the 10 car, Brock Packard, who we haven't seen much of this race, to follow him through. Wolfgang falling back to third there. Oh, Brock Packard moving down in front of him. So you can see now. Yeah, the 60 car of Eric Keplinger and the 10 car of Brock Packard are fighting each other for the lead as Wolfgang goes to the outside to push Brock Packard. Brock Packard's going to leave him high and dry, and Wolfgang's going to start falling back. There you go, and he's going to tuck in behind Eric Keplinger. We do in fact only have a handful of cars left in this race, having lost Mark Frimpong, Dylan Alt, Chad Adams, Cameron Leibel, and Christian West. As Eric Keplinger soars his way back up into the lead ahead of Wolfgang Hoffman. Eric Keplinger going to the outside. They're going to try and cut back in front of Wolfgang. It's not going to work. He's going to be shoved to the outside. He's not really going to have a choice in the matter there, and he's going to have no choice there but to tuck in behind Brady, except he won't be able to. He's going to have to drop back behind Ethan Sanfilippo. Horrible, horrible time there for Eric Keplinger. Wolfgang Hoffman still leading comfortably there at the front. Only 5 cars left on the lead lap, with Wolfgang Hoffman leading, Brady Crum in second, Ethan Sanfilippo in third, Eric Keplinger in fourth, and rounding out the lead lap is Brock Packard. Behind them, 1 lap down, is the 9 car of Andrew Cudi, as well as the 23 car of Michael Rosero. And then we have quite a few cars who are in fact 5 laps down from that previous incident, as we see Eric Keplinger getting an absolutely massive run around the outside of Ethan Sanfilippo, but he won't be able to make it stick, and he will fall back through down the pack. You can see coming in on exit there, not quite too sure what's happening, but he's staying on the outside. He will have no help. Oh, who's that there who's looking to give him a hand around the outside? I believe that was the 89 car of Crum.
Yeah, Brady Crum from the 89.
Oh, and he will be let back in by Brady Crum, does Eric Keplinger. Sorry.
It looks like it just could be like a 5-car battle for the race lead unless these guys wreck it. We're coming almost to 10 laps to go, but Eric Keplinger for the outside.
Do remember, folks, Wolfgang is our leader currently, and he was leading by the end of the stage. Therefore, if he wins this race, he will get his maximum amount of points possible for a race.
Take a quick look at lead changes so far. We've had 10 total lead changes there, and right now
as Wolfgang Hoffman begins to blip in and out of connection.
yeah, right now he's led about 11 laps of this race. He started in 16th and gained 15 positions to get the race lead. Oh,
He's done very well as this young man from Ohio.
yeah.
You can see, he's dipping below the yellow line a bit. He's getting a little wavy. As the man behind him, Sanfilippo, has blinked out.
He might blink back in, but right now he's just gone.
We don't know if he's gone or if he's coming back.
And neither do the drivers behind him.
On my timing sheets, it says he is still in the race.
Yeah, but
It said, I've gotten word, that apparently Ethan Sanfilippo has been disqualified. We are going to try and get some information for you guys as to why he was disqualified.
He might have been disqualified for the blinking, possibly, but
Possibly, but he has had his disqualification cleared now
he's actually in the pits. That's interesting.
Will he get back underway though? That is the question of the hour.
Yeah, he should be getting back going. He has a little bit of right side damage. I don't know exactly. And he might have, like, on his screen, he might have wrecked or got wrecked by the people that couldn't see him, but he's getting back going. I don't think he might have lost one lap, but he should, doesn't look he's too badly damaged, but right now, the top 4, kind of look at, as we're going to take a quick look at your top 5, Wolfgang Hoffman, Brady Crum, Brock Packard in 3rd, Eric Keplinger 4th, and Ethan Sanfilippo 5th.
Real shame there for Sanfilippo. He was having a brilliant race there after his early race collisions and calamities.
Yeah, and
you can see Eric Keplinger there getting a brilliant run around the outside. Will he do anything with it? No, it looks like he's going to fall right back behind Brock Packard.
And Keplinger still seems to be trying to do something on the outside.
Keplinger keeps trying to do something. He's
slow.
diving to the inside. He has shuffled out Brock Packard as we pass a lapped car.
And lap car, I think it was Ethan Sanfilippo.
Officially, Ethan Sanfilippo has gone 1 lap down as we cross the line.
Yeah, right now I think he should get his lap back if we do in fact have a caution here late, but
with 7 laps to go at the line, the chance of us getting a caution here, especially with this front pack, are pretty low, especially with how cleanly these guys are racing. We've seen it all night. Oh, wow, that was dangerous there from Brady Crum, touching the rear right of Wolfgang Hoffman. You can see. Oh, it's getting a little dangerous here. You can see they're getting more and more feisty.
Yeah, and
they sense the end of the race approaching as we have 7 laps to go now in this 50-lap race here at Daytona.
And right now these guys are all teammates on the inside line, and that could really be unfortunate for Eric Keplinger, as he's just the only non-teammate they have, and they may just be trying to defend themselves. But also in this last lap, I don't think they're gonna try to work together as much as they did these first 20 or so laps after the halfway caution. But yeah.
Of course, with this mentality, of course, as a driver myself, I know that when you know that your team has a very good chance of winning, sort of the white flags sort of go away, and you sort of start to have it out with your teammates. But at this point in the race, they cannot afford a wreck, especially as we go to 6 laps to go. As you see, they're lapping again the 9 car of Andrew Cootie.
And,
you can see.
Also,
you see Andrew might try and just stick to the back, but he won't be able to. He's going to fall a very, very long way back.
These guys might have. These guys probably won't have to put fuel actually, because I'm pretty sure the fuel window is about 20-ish laps, and right now they're on lap 12 of their stint. So I don't think fuel is going to be really an issue coming down to these final few laps. As we're coming to 5 laps to go this time by.
The big thing they want to look for, though, is that fade in the front right tire. Because obviously you have that turn-in power, and you also have the banking, which is putting more pressure on the right-hand tires. That is to say, then, that as the front right tire starts to wear out, they will have less responsiveness through the corners. And we've seen it in the past. Some drivers overcorrecting for that understeer have put them in that outside wall.
Yeah, and right now they're coming up on a lap car. I believe that's Ethan Sanfilippo. He's got to stay high right here for these leaders. As Keplinger going to the outside trying to get some drafts. So is Brock Packard, but they they're trying to get
a draft off of Sanfilippo,
kind of
who I believe has officially just fallen 2 laps down with that.
Yeah. I think it actually kind of helped Keplinger. He was kind of a little bit further back from these guys, and he kind of snuck his way up. I think Keplinger's really the only one that has major damage here. I think everyone else pretty clean. Keplinger has a little bit
Yeah.
of spoiler damage.
As
But
we
here,
come here with
Brady
4
Crumb.
laps to go,
As here comes Brock Packard to the outside, working with Eric
they're gonna
Keplinger.
look to get it side by side. Eric Keplinger
Comes Brady
looking for that
Crumb.
looking for that opportunity he's been looking for all day now to try and get around the outside. But you can see Wolfgang, in the demeanor in which he's driving, is feeling very comfortable in his number 05 car.
Especially with all of his teammates behind him. And I know Keplinger all over the back bumper of Brady and Brock Packard. Here they come to the outside.
They big run around the outside there. Brock Packard goes really high, is falling back a little bit. Eric Keplinger sticking with him though. He's not gonna try and outmaneuver him down to the inside. He's really gonna push him there. Out of turn 2, they're gonna have a big run on Wolfgang Hoffmann in the inside lane. They're gonna fall a little bit back in the trial, lose their momentum, but then back out of the trial, they're gonna have much more momentum through a higher position.
Yeah. So
You can see as Brock Packard pulls alongside Wolfgang Hoffmann as we are 3 laps to go here at Daytona.
Yeah, I'm guessing as soon as Brock clears Wolfgang, if he does, he's just gonna ditch Keplinger because there's no reason to help him down the back.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Coming to 2.5 laps to go, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a pretty good finish here.
Oh yes.
Daytona 150.
I'm expecting big things. Oh wow, they fell massively back there on the entrance into 3. They're going to have a very big run though, coming out of that corner and into the tri-oval. They're going to try and use that momentum, especially as we come onto the penultimate lap of this race now. They're going to try and use the momentum to hopefully, if they can't pull ahead of Wolfgang Hoffmann, to hopefully just nick him at the line and have hopefully a finish like we saw Wednesday night with the Mazdas.
Yeah, and it's gonna be interesting to see how this white flag plays out. As I don't feel like these drivers are gonna be able to.
Drive too. Eric Keplinger pushing the 10 car the
As,
whole way along.
Brock's a little bit loose on the top.
Will he drop down though? That is the question.
I don't think he's clear enough.
He's
He's not clear.
From Brock Packard, very dangerous.
That was
Hoffmann was still pulling ahead with that superior momentum on the entry of turn 3. Was that? Yes, turn 3.
Let's see, here it comes, coming to the white flag this time by Keplinger. Oh, we have a lap car. It's Joey Keneally. He gets out of the leader's way. As Brady Crumb is not pushing Wolfgang Hoffmann, Wolfgang has no help behind him.
You can see Brock Packard is going to make light work of him down the straight. Hopefully for him, he's going to pull down ahead of him, maybe even in the corner. He has such massive momentum. He's going to keep it on the outside.
As Keplinger's clear, here comes Keplinger to the inside. He's there.
Played that to absolute perfection, picking up Wolfgang Hoffmann's momentum.
Oh, Wolfgang Hoffmann around.
Wolfgang Hoffmann gets dumped. That is going to be investigated by the stewards after the race, as we're coming now out of turn 4 to have a look as we're going down to the line, and it will be Eric Keplinger who wins at Daytona tonight, followed by naturally Brock Packard in the 10 car, Brady Crumb in the 89, and extremely unfortunate for Wolfgang Hoffmann in the 05. They're getting dumped on the final lap. He had a real chance there of getting across the line.
Let's take a quick replay on like what happened there. It looks like Brady was just on the I don't know why he was on the apron, but there's no reason to be on
I think Brady there was just a little overambitious and dumped his teammate.
If he would have pushed him, he could have maybe done like as soon as Keplinger was a sitting duck there.
He was below the yellow line.
Yeah, I don't know.
Brady Crumb. That I have a feeling that will be investigated after the race. And the important thing is Wolfgang Hoffmann finished the race in 4th position still. Therefore, if Brady Crumb does get some sort of penalty or even a disqualification for that incident, that should promote Wolfgang Hoffmann to the podium, because he did get the car restarted and he did complete and go over the line.
Right now we're going to look at Eric Keplinger doing his burnouts here for his race win at Daytona.
You can see him there coming up to the line. And there you go. There are the donuts, the famous donuts at Daytona. Congratulations to Eric Keplinger on that brilliant and demanding win.
Yeah, definitely a good win by him. played it perfectly. I'm surprised Brock didn't just go to the inside sooner, and he left the door wide open for Keplinger to sneak up to the inside of him and take the win. And I think if the contact between
Eric Keplinger has just accidentally crossed the line, which I believe, due to the joining of the race, we weren't supposed to do.
I mean,
However, he was the leader, so I think it's not going to be.
It shouldn't be a big deal. But if like I was saying,
lighting up those rear tires.
I think
so let's
if the
give the
contact,
official rundown for that race. Eric Keplinger took the win by 9/100ths of a second exactly from Brock Packard, who came second. 3/10 was the gap from the leader for Brady Crum. Wolfgang Hoffman, after his incident on the last lap, finishes 12.7 seconds behind the leader, but crucially, he finished in 4th. Therefore, a penalty for Brady Crum might promote him to the podium. Then our next car was 2 laps down in Ethan Sanfilippo after his accidental disqualification. Andrew Cootie rounds off the top 6. Michael Rosero, 3 laps down in 7th. Joey Canilli, 14 laps down in 8th. Trenton Yurdo, 19 laps down in 9th. Chad Adams in 10th. Eric Keeter in 11th. Cameron Liable in 12th. Mark Frigman in 13th. Dylan Alt, 14th. And Christian West rounds out the field, P15, 44 laps down. That does mean, in fact, he only completed about, what would that be, 7 laps of this race?
Yeah, and
After having looked very strong in those opening laps.
so that's gonna be your results. But we're gonna be interviewing our top 3 here. I believe Eric Keplinger will be our first interview for today. Pull him into the booth right now. Hello, Eric. You got a copy?
I have a copy.
So you get the win here today. What do you see on your windshield on the final lap?
Well, I saw that Wolfgang was broken apart with, I believe, Brady. Yeah, it was Brady. And I just wanted to push Brock by him, and get us cleared so I can just make a move to the inside. Almost didn't work. I barely squeezed in at the last moment on the backstretch, so I'm thankful for that. And then once Wolfgang got spun, it was pretty much over from there.
Yeah, you looked throughout pretty much all those since that lost coalition period. You looked as if you were trying to push Brock, or I'm not sure who it was you were pushing there, to push him around the outside, but he would never quite take the bait. So you'd get a run around the outside, but then you just fall straight back. What were your thoughts on that while that was happening?
Well, I don't, when I first went green, I was trying to stay in the lead. And then I went outside to try to break the draft on the backstretch from Wolfgang, but he had already got so much of a run, I couldn't really do anything. If I went down the block, I would have likely wrecked, so I had to stay on the outside. But then I just tried to pass cars on the outside, because I had to get like side by side with second, but then I keep falling back because I didn't have any help. So I just tried looking, and then so if I can't get up there, then I can better my chance by pushing somebody up there, breaking apart the leaders, well, the people on the inside, and that's what happened. That's what worked. That's what won me the race. So I'm glad for that.
Well, honest and sincere congratulations on your win, mate. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
That was Eric Keplinger in the 60 machine. We're gonna interview our second place finisher, Brock Packard. But before that, there is an official announcement. Wolfgang Hoffman is in 3rd place, and Brady Crum will finish 4th for that race. So we could bring in Brock Packard though for an interview for his 2nd place finish.
Hey, Brock. Thomas up in the booth. How you copy?
Hey Thomas, I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you very much. It was only a couple days ago you were interviewing me in this place, so I want to, as I know probably how you're feeling right now, I want to show you congratulations.
I appreciate that, man. I wish it was a little bit. Wish we were a spot higher, and to come so close to my first win, getting the opportunities from Matt and Tyler from Shadow Racing and Tomasi Racing, just the opportunities they've given to me, and fall just a little bit short. Kind of stings a little bit, but it's good momentum for Texas next week for sure.
Yeah, we saw there on the last lap, Brady spinning Wolfgang. What was your take on the incident? Was there anything going on in team chat that could explain that incident?
Well, as you mentioned, we were all in the team chat. It was just a matter of inches, really. Brady had a run. He thought Wolfgang was going to stay on the bottom, and he just got him a little bit.
Well,
I didn't really see much of it. I was focused on that big yellow truck in my rear view, and he just executed that dive down low perfectly. I didn't think he was going to have enough room, but he sure enough did,
Yeah.
and I just didn't have time to get
Yeah,
down.
we up here at least in the booth, we were surprised. We were thought that you were the one who was going to be leaving him high and dry and hopefully taking off with a win here tonight. Why didn't you move down low straight away?
Well, I was thinking that Wolfgang was still inside of me. They had been getting good runs off of 2 all night. And we were kind of saying in the group chat, if we can keep him behind me, we can maybe get a 1, 2, 3. And I definitely had my opportunities to come down, and I'm sure I'll be kicking myself for that one for a while. But it was just the spur of the moment. Keplinger was faster. His car was cleaner than Wolfgang. So I wanted him behind me. It was kind of that super speedway, damned if you do, damned if you don't. But yeah, lessons learned for Texas, even though it's going to be a completely different monster.
Oh yeah, as we're talking about Texas there, so apart from that, is there anything else you're going to take from Daytona and heading into next week in Texas?
Well, I don't know if we're going to have a rules change or anything, but I definitely got to save my car. As you guys probably saw, I got in a couple wrecks that probably shouldn't have happened. But I'm coming to my official home track, so I'm going to try to run as hard as I can, but bring the car home in one piece. But yeah, it's kind of hard to take anything from a super speedway and bring it to a 1.5 miles, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, well, congratulations on your second place here tonight, Brock, and good luck for next week in Texas.
Thank you.
We can bring
So-
in third place finisher Wolfgang Hoffman after a penalty to Freddie.
Hey, Wolfgang, it's Thomas up in the booth. Do you copy me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, I don't know if you've heard, but there was a penalty for your teammate promoting you to the third position after that incident on the final lap. Can you comment on what happened during that incident?
Well, he was below the yellow line, and I couldn't let him up, so we wrecked, I guess. In my position, I would have backed out, but then again, he's trying to win the race.
Yeah, it's understandable from that point of view. However, he did go, as you said, below the yellow line during that incident.
Yeah.
For even if he had gotten past you, rendering that move fully illegal. So, is there anything that you, as a team, will take from this incident today and move it along into Texas?
Well, I think, we could all learn a few lessons, and this was one of them. Just if you're not really there, you back out again.
Yep.
I don't really have anything else to say about that incident.
Yeah. In the final laps of the race, there, you seem to be totally in control. What were your thoughts, especially after getting the stage win? What were your thoughts heading on to those 5 lost laps there when you seemed totally in control and you guys were? Well, it was only at that point that you guys really started hyping up the momentum towards each other.
Well, we were trying to block Keplinger's run. We were all staying on the bottom, all 3 of us, and to try and block Keplinger so he couldn't get it, or you couldn't have any support at the top, so he couldn't get the run. I thought I had a pretty good shot of winning that race, but sadly that didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, well, you did get the points for the stage win as well as the points for third position. So, I mean, I understand you can be disappointed to not have that race win, but I guess for your team, Shadow Racing, it has been a pretty decent weekend.
Oh, totally. It was a great race for the team. We got a very, very solid result. All 3 of us in the top 5. All of us with a shot of winning the race. it was a great race for us.
Yeah.
But and I'm very happy to get the stage points, and I believe I led the most laps during that race. I also got the point for leading a lap as well, so bagged a lot of points today. And
Yeah.
potentially, I believe that makes our team leading the championship.
Yeah. You personally, what's your mindset heading into Texas next week? Are you going to be looking for sort of a number 2 payback there, or are you just gonna go into it a clean level head like any other race and just try and do well?
I'm just gonna try and do well. I would like some sort of redemption after I've come so close 2 times in a row to winning a race. I would like to win the race, but I'm not gonna pull any sort of crazy stuff to do that. At least not on. But I'm going to be approaching it with a level head, approaching it calm and collected and methodical, and I'm going to try and work out the best result I can, and hopefully the best result is a win. But to be honest, I'd be happy if any of my teammates won. Brock never gotten a win before, but has come so close on so many occasions. Brady, a rising star of this league, who's certainly going to get his first win at some point. I think we have a really strong team right now, and hopefully we can get some more solid results later in the season.
Yeah. Well, congratulations there on your 3rd place finish. I know it's not quite where you wanted to. Hope you're looking forward towards Texas.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. See you guys next week.
All right, then. That concludes our interviews with the top 3. Casey, on those interviews, especially with the 2 Shadow Racing drivers, did you see, I'm not sure if I was the only one picking up on this, but there was a bit of sort of, not animosity, but kind of taboo towards the incident that happened there on the final lap.
Yeah, I mean, especially being a teammate, I would think, like, they would kind of know each other better and, like, just kind of stay in line, try to, run on. I think if they didn't have that incident there, I think they would have had a good shot at getting Keplinger if they just all worked together there. But
I think that as I said, they have a very strong lineup this year, but I think they need to calm it down a little bit more. They're all very young guys in there, and they need to. I think they need to mature a little bit on track, especially as we saw in the final closing stage of the race day. They were almost going at each other with moves, which they probably shouldn't have done as teammates.
Yeah, I mean, also it's kind of a mixture of restrictor plate racing. I mean, just a lot of high speeds. Like everything happens very quickly, and I mean, see how next week goes at Texas. And if it's the same, I would probably be a little bit more concerned. But if it's kind of completely different and clean, I wouldn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's gonna be it for today's broadcast. Next week we go to North Carolina for Concord Speedway for the Legend Series on Tuesday, and next race for the Truck Series is next Friday at Texas. So should be a fun one. And
yeah, we should be looking forward to all 3 of the races next weekend as well. The Pro Mazdas are racing as well at Texas next week. Yeah, on Wednesday.
Should be a pretty fun week yet again. So thank you guys for all watching, and we'll see you guys